welcome to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy, and today I get to show off Liftoff, Get Me Off This Planet. This is an expanded deluxe edition of the game. Now, I actually backed the original version of this game on Kickstarter a long time ago, and if I'm correct, I think this was the very first Kickstarter that I ever did. And so now they're back with an expanded deluxe edition, and I'm so excited to show that off because the original version of this game was incredible. And in fact, I remember going back and thinking that this was one of the first pencil first games that they had ever done, and I was so impressed with the way that it looked, the artwork, the components, the rule book, everything throughout. This is a custom made game. Like, these aren't just normal meeples and things like that. So I was so impressed with the way that Pencil First did it because they knocked it out of the park on one of their very first games, and so I was really impressed with that. And so if you backed the original version of the game and you want to upgrade because you, just like me, you still have your original version, then I am excited to tell you that they have an upgrade kit that has all of the upgrades that you need. So you'll keep your original board, your original meeples, all that kind of stuff. And now you get some new lift-off points and some stickers to go on the board. But this is a quality upgrade to the game. The only thing that you're not going to get is the incredible insert that comes with the new deluxe edition. And so this thing just looks awesome. It's got some cool artwork even on the insert itself, and so it just looks really good. But just know, if you're one of the original backers, you can get in and get all the new cool goodness because they have added a few things to the game. So let me tell you how that works. Liftoff is played with cards, and you're going to play 2 cards on your turn, move your alien meeples up to 2 spaces, and then you're going to draw 2 more cards, and that's it. So you're going to be able to teach this game pretty simply and pretty quickly to anybody. So this is a great gateway game, this is a great family game, this is a great party game. It reminds me of another game that I love a lot called Survive, Escape from Atlantis. It's got that same kind of vibe to it, where you're trying to get your alien meeples off at any cost, and maybe sometimes that means sabotaging your neighbor so that you can do it. And at the end of every single person's turn, there is a moon that's going to be moving around this circular board, which this is one of my favorite features of this game, is that it is a literal planet shape. And so your alien meeples can go any direction they want. They have to go through a tunnel, and then they make it onto a liftoff point. And so once they make it onto that liftoff point by paying the cost, it might be a screw or a gas can, and they pay that cost, and once the conditions are met, maybe the launch point has to have 6 alien meeples on it in order for it to launch, or maybe it has to be a half moon instead of a full moon. Or maybe they're going to be rolling some dice to see if the rocket launches, or whatever the thing is, or going up a little ladder. There's one of these liftoff points that's a ladder, and so you go up the rung, up the rung, up the rung. And this one, you actually flip the coin, and it'll tell you if you go up or down. There are 10 different lift-off pieces that are double-sided. So there are 20 different kinds of lift-off points. So you're going to have a lot of replayability there as you swap these out each game. And then there's also a terraform card that you can play during the game. So mid-game, you could be swapping out a lift point. So if one of your opponents seems to be really gaming the system and they're using some lift-off point to their advantage, play your little terraform card and it's gone from the game. And so I recommend you play with that because that adds some mid-game kind of shifts gears and makes people rethink, and you might have to pull out the rule book to explain how this new liftoff point works, but once you explain it, you don't have to go back a whole bunch of time because they did a good job with iconography. You can basically just read these boards and know exactly what it means in order for you to get your aliens off the planet from that lift point. There is a monster that you can play in the game, so this would go around and chase back the meeples, alien meeples, to the center of the game. There's even a solo version of this game, and then in this expanded edition, they've made it to play up to 6 people. So you have 6 players worth of colors here, all these alien meeples. You got these 6 launch points. There's just a whole lot to play, and I've actually found that this game plays different from the smaller amount if you only have 2 or 3 people versus the 6-player amount where it's just chaos. There's all kinds of people. Things are launching left and right. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going on. And so I like it at all player counts. I haven't tried it at solo, but I think it's pretty cool that they included all these pieces and cards that make it playable for a solo game. So I'm going to have to give that a try. But can't recommend it enough. I love Pencil First Games. The quality that you're going to get on this, I'm sure, is going to be amazing. And so if you have any questions about how the game plays or how something works, put it in the comments and I'll do my best to let you know what I think. And I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Board Game Closet.